Hello, Taurus. Is that even? Hold on. Oh, yeah, I think it is. Okay. Hello, Taurus. Thank you for tuning into your your general read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Telematero. I believe the H is silent. Still haven't looked at the website yet. Soon enough, I'm sure. It's by Renata Lechner, in case you would like it. Other side of the box. And I assume you can see the name if you want it. And the supportive oracle cards, the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Which her name is right here at the bottom. Anything else? Okay. Already shuffled. Let's see what we got. Alright. There's actually 3 cards out, 2 come out at once, but I'm getting a bit of Pentacle energy here, which is not shocking for a Taurus, but I'm getting, when I'm looking here at your mental outlook as you're coming into this time, I'm getting the World card. And what it's making me really think is you're ready for something to... You're ready to turn the page, is what it's how it's coming across as turn the page. Which makes me feel like a whole new chapter. It's almost like same book, different chapter, which may feel a little strange for the World card. But it's like in the book of your life, you're going into a new chapter. I guess that's what we're going for here. Not everything is changing, but I'm getting this as kind of like, it's something about how you are treating other people and how you are picking up extra slack for other people. Because I feel like there's a looking out for other people and taking care of other people, kind of running yourself at a deficit. And I feel like that's the turning of the page, the new chapter, because I feel like you've been running yourself a little bit over the edge here, and I feel like that's about to change. I'm getting it's time for you to have more enjoyment in your life, and I feel like this is the turning of the page into this new chapter. Like, I feel like you've been letting other people have more fun, and you've been picking up the slack, but you're at that point where you're like, yeah, all right, that's enough of that. I think it's time. Like, I'm still gonna you're not gonna like shrug your responsibilities, but you're gonna push some of those responsibilities back over to the people who need to own them. I still feel like you're not going to like completely walk away from things. But for example, if you're doing your responsibilities, whatever those are, and then you're helping somebody else, like 75% of what they're doing or what they need to do, you're doing that. You're going to be pushing it back to where you're going to try to flip that to where they do 75% of what they should do, and you'll do 25% instead of the reverse. That's kind of how it feels here. Because I feel like there's a couple people that you help a little too much. And I feel like you're going to push that back over to them. Like, all right, there's no reason you can't help yourself a little more. You help yourself a little more, and I'm going to take some of my own time back so I can enjoy life a little more, because there's no reason for this. And I'm getting, like, the World card is that's your mindset. And I'm getting in the center here, the Two of Pentacles, it's like you and whoever you're dealing with, and there might be more than one person, you're sorting it out with them, and you're making it clear and what they need to do and how it needs to be done and all the other stuff, and you're still involved, but they're going to be doing the majority of what they should be doing anyway, because I feel like technically they should be doing the whole thing. And you're like, I'll still help a little bit, but not to the degree I was. Now, I'm getting on your side, you're very determined and you're very stable with this thought. I'm getting action is backing up your words. You're backing that thought up. You're not only saying it, you're coming forward with it, you're telling the other person, and you're holding to it. The Queen of Wands is very strong, in my opinion, And if she has her heart set in a certain direction and she's decided this is her goal and she is going to get there, she will get there. She may be flexible on how to get there, but the goal will still be achieved. And I'm getting, you're holding yourself to this. You're not letting yourself back down. You're not letting other people strong arm you into going back to how it was. You've just decided that's not how it's going to be, and you're holding to it. Now this card was sliding in the center, and I feel like this might go on for a while because you got the King of Pentacles with the healing, and then the King of Pentacles, like you'll see this big pentacle in his hand, and there's that chest on the ground, and I feel like he's trying to put that big pentacle in that small chest, and it does fit in there. Is kind of what I'm getting. It will fit in there, but he's looking at it like, all right, how do I have to situate it? Do I have to take some stuff out? Do I have to readjust things? Like, how am I going to fit this pentacle in that box? And that's kind of what you're doing with this person. You're forcing them to take this pentacle. You're like, this is your pentacle. This is not my pentacle. I've been holding it for you for a while, but you need to own your own pentacle. You need to take care of your own pentacle. So I will help you get it in this box, but you're taking the box. And the healing here is like, it's good for you and it's good for them because it's empowering for the other person, but it's also empowering for you to not hold somebody else's burden. And I'm getting you are doing this. I'm getting you're holding yourself to it. This seems to hold on for a little while. It's kind of sliding here in the center. And I'm getting for the other side the Four of Pentacles. Like, I do see there's some resistance here. That's why you have to keep pushing. That's why you have to keep holding yourself to it. Because I feel like they're playing the I can't card, or oh, it's too much for me card, or, you know, they're trying to find a way to not let this go where it's going. But the thing is, it is fair. I feel like it's fair. They need to own their own stuff. And I feel like you're not backing down. This is going to take a while because you're getting some resistance. But it's very passive resistance. In some cases, I even feel like this person is falling short and just trying to guilt you into taking it back. But it's not working. And I feel like you're just giving them pointers and you're constantly telling them what they need to do so they can stay on point. I don't feel like you're allowing that game to happen. You're like, well, yeah, you fell through on that, but this is what you could do better so you could not fall through next time. And I feel like you keep pushing them. You're not letting them get away with it. But there is resistance here. There definitely is resistance here. Now, as I see this coming to the end here, you are holding this person to it. You're holding yourself to it. I do get that even after the fact, after they've taken it to the point where you want them to, whatever goal you had set for the situation, when you attain it, I'm getting you're holding strong to make sure it doesn't backslide. That's what the Seven of Wands says to me. Like, you have this adversity coming towards you, but you're standing strong. You're not letting it, alter where you are. And I feel like you're just making sure, like, people know, like, nope, this is back where it should be, and it's going to stay there. And I got Grace and I got Harvest here. Grace is like, you're not cruel about it. You're very, I feel like you're complimenting where necessary. Like, see, you can handle it. I knew you could handle it. And the Harvest is like, you're making out. Like, life, you're getting more time for you. You're getting more enjoyment for you, and that's fair. Because as this time period leaves, you've got the Knight of Swords. I actually feel like over time, you're going to actually return these responsibilities back to the people who belong to 100%, and you're going to completely let go. When I get the Knight of Swords, like, you're going to be working it out with people, actively working it out so they can take over the full responsibility that they should be handling on their own, and then you're going to leave it to them. And then whatever happens, that's their deal. That's their issue. You're not going to own somebody else's burden. At some point, I do feel you're going to let it, but by time, like, it's going to take a while before you completely let it go. And I feel like when you do, you'll have released the responsibility back to the person it belongs to completely, and you'll feel confident, like, there's no reason they can't do it by themselves. If they let it fall through, it's because they let it fall through. Is that it? All right, I feel like we got there. All right. I feel like it's a good read for Taurus, though, because I feel like it's improving your life and you're holding to it. I feel like this is a good improvement to your life. I never feel, at least I haven't in the past, and I don't feel it coming in the future, where Taurus doesn't want to do the work. Taurus, I don't feel like, is afraid of work. But there's a difference between doing work and just being somebody else's lackey. And I don't feel like you're going to be somebody else's lackey. And I feel like this is kind of like other people need to hold up for their own. You know, you deserve to have a good time too. And people need to take their own responsibilities back and do what they need to do. You shouldn't be doing everybody's job for them. Even though you're not afraid of work, doesn't mean you have to do everybody's work. True? Good? All right, they're saying wrap it up. All right, so we're going to wrap it up. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.